Hi there guys, how are we doing? I am Dr. Shinklestein, aka Fast2X World, and in this video it's a bit exciting because we're going to be doing the look around of the new ROG Xbox Ally. Now, as usual, our videos are not sponsored by anyone, they never have been, they never will be. They are also not, we don't endorse products, but we might recommend a product if we buy something or not, or if we get it sent to us for free, but that's not an endorsement. And of course, we don't edit our videos, they're posted exactly as they are recorded. Now this right here is the ROG Xbox Ally. Now if we take a little look at it, it's hard to see, but you can see there's things imprinted down here, and it just shows you ROG Xbox all around it, which is quite a nice little touch. If it was the Xbox Ally X, it would be, you would see it because it's in the black, so it's easier. Obviously you've got your buttons as normal, your right thumbstick, a speaker, 7-inch screen, your left thumbstick, a D-pad, a left trigger. You got the library button, you got the start button, you got your armory crate button, which used to be over here, they've moved it. You got your select button, you've got your Xbox button, and then obviously on the top you've got the right bumper, RBRT, the LB and the LT buttons, and then you got the sleep button, or the button to turn on. You can use your fingerprint. It can use this. It can also use a 4-digit pin. You got 3.5mm headphone jack, which is great to see because you don't see that very often. So you can use any normal pair of headphones in this that uses a 3.5mm headphone, the jack. You've got the micro SD card slot. Not sure what that is. I think that's a little, can't figure that out. I think they're for the fans, I'm not sure. You got your volume up and down button. And then you've got 2 USB slots. One is for the nearest one to the middle, and the power button sleep is the charging point. You can see it's white when it's, that goes white when it's turned on. See, that goes orange while it's charging. I think when it's charged it goes grey or white as well. And it's another USB-C port. I think you can use it to charge your phone and that. And then on the back, got some more nice little vents. You've got an M1 and an M2 button, which are programmable, which will be handy for games, especially racing games, because instead of pressing and holding the RT for accelerate and the LT for brake, you can press and hold M2 in for accelerate and M1 in for brake. So without further ado, let's turn this around and let's have a look at it. So when the system loads in, it will do, when you first get it out of the box, it will do some it will do some updates. Once this update's loaded in, I would then recommend you go to the Microsoft Store and do some more updates. That's where it'll update the Xbox Full Screen Experience app, and I would recommend you go to Windows Updates and do more updates there. Go into the Armory Crate and check the updates and do all of that first. So once it loads in, it loads into the Xbox Full Screen Experience app, and then if you press the X button, you get this little menu here, and you can go over to the Armory Crate Command Center, and you've got a few things there you can change. That game keyboard, real-time monitor, the operating mode, Windows mode, it goes in 15 watts and it does save battery, so you get more battery out of it. Silent mode, you get more battery out of it. Performance mode, and you've got turbo mode. Turbo mode is more like for the AAA game titles, but they will run fine on performance mode. Now, if you have it on turbo mode, it will use more battery. And it will drain the battery quicker. So having it on performance mode is fine. It make the battery last a little longer. I do like this nice little touch of these coloured rings that change colour as it goes around. As this is new to me, I only got this yesterday. I'm not sure if you can change them or not. But what I do know is that, right, the LB and RB, the LT and RT buttons are Hall effect. And I would imagine the thumbsticks are Hall effect. And so it eliminates the stick drift. Now, as you go. So there we are. That's the home button. And there's a game there. There's your Xbox app, your Steam app, and your Armory Crate. You've got home, you've got your library. There is your settings. You've got more settings. You can turn AirPlay mode, Bluetooth. You can turn on your network, so your hub, your Wi-Fi thing. Your power button. This is where you can click that and you can lock it, sign out, set it to sleep, shut it down or restart it. Compact mode, which I've got is on. Exit full screen, show keyboard. You can turn the mic, turn the mic on and off. And you move along and you've got your Xbox friends list and who's online and who's not, your chats. Click there, you've got recently played your new chat. You can set up a party chat. Should you want to, and then you can link your Steam. There's your Xbox bit for your Steam friends and that. Yeah, and then you move over, you've got to say your microphone, you've got a camera mode, so you can capture things, see my captures. So then it's press it, so to start a new recording, stop the camera recording and try it. You can record on the game, you can turn the Microsoft mic thing off. Press that, you see my captures, there it is. You can open the file location, but we'll delete it. And then you've got that, and it's your widget store. Now, I'm not sure if this is in it or not, but it's supposed to, there's a thing called Copilot. And it will help you in games if you're stuck and things. You can ask it to say, like, where's the key to the door? And it will talk, and it will tell you and help you. So it's quite handy. And this is, hi, I'm Gaming Copilot, your personal gaming sidekick. I'm here to help with game strategies while you play, recommend games you'll love, dive into anything you are curious about. Click continue. Then check your performance mode. So do more with setting. Xbox part, we want to leave it. There we go, gaming, how to open Copilot. Open widget is long press the ROG button, which is the same as the Armory Crate button. Long press library button. Last thing, how should my video sound? Chill.
As a companion, I learn about you and help unpack your thoughts, from what's for dinner to whatever you're dreaming about.
That's chill.
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, and I can sound like this, if you choose.
That's heroic mode. This is
I can get philosophical, creative, or poetic if you like. Think of me as your superpower in your pocket.
That's wise mode.
Let's explore the world together. I can be your sounding board as you work through challenges.
And that's your chill mode, energetic mode. So let's click let's chat and see what happens, because as I say, this is new to me. Here we go. So, Hey Fuzz Toothfix World, which is my gamer tag for the Xbox. It says, what would you like to do to chat about? Chat recommend, show my achievements. Tell me what you can do. Let's click game recommendations. Can you recommend a new game based on what I've been playing? Blah, 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 blah. And it's recommend Crime Scene Cleaner, Truck and Logistics Simulator, F1 Manager 2024, Spray Paint Simulator, Cluedo. So it's quite a clever thing. And then there's the voice settings. So I quite like that. Now you're supposed to press and hold this. Yep. And then to talk to it. I'm not sure how it did that.
Welcome back, Neil. Let's dive right back in.
And there you go. It does your name and it tells you. You say, recommend me.
Självklart, Fuzz to Wild. Om vi kollar på det du gillar, lite mix av simulering, strategi och management, då tror jag Crime Scene Cleaner kan vara kul. Det är som House Flipper fast med...
I don't know why it did that. Let's try it again. Recommend me a driving game.
Inga problem. Om du är sugen på ett körspel, då skulle
Recommend me a new driving game.
Absolut. Då kör vi på en rekommendation. Ett riktigt kul körspel att dyka in i Forza Horizons 5, om du inte redan har...
I don't know why it's doing that in foreign. So let's try and recommend me a new racing game in English language.
Sure thing. If you're looking for a new racing game, I'd throw Forza Horizon 5 into the mix. It's got gorgeous open world driving, tons of cars, and that ultimate sense of freedom on the road. It's definitely a blast if you haven't tried it yet.
So that's the co-pilot. Which is quite a good... That's the wrong one. What's the weather like in Skegness, England today in English?
Well, in Skegness on June 3rd, 2025, you're looking at around 67 Fahrenheit or about 19 Celsius for a high and about 49 C for a low. It's mostly mild and probably a bit cloudy, so just a light jacket should do the trick.
Okay, let's try that again. I don't know why that's saying June. What's the weather in London on the 22nd of October 2025 like?
So over in London on October 22nd, 2025, you're looking at a high around 59 Fahrenheit, that's about 15 Celsius, and a low of about 48, around 9 Celsius. Expect a bit of light rain and some broken clouds, so it's one of those classic autumn days in London. A marine jacket might be handy.
So that's the co-pilot. Now to bring it up, you press and hold the armory crate button and you get stuff with co-pilot. Press it to get, and you want to talk to it, you press and hold the library button. And right there comes the microphone.
Absolutely.
And that's just where you talk.
Of course, let's do it. Whatever's on your mind, just go for it.
And to end the microphone, you hit the library button again, and I think that's a fantastic thing. Now, I only thought it was available on the Xbox Ally X, but quite clearly not. So now, if we press the library button, it should. Yeah, it just takes us to a little library. There's not much on here at the moment. It's just a little test at the minute. Now, so when it loads in the system, it automatically loads into the Xbox full screen experience. Now, if you load something, you want to get rid of it, you press and hold the Xbox button, and it'll bring things here, and you can hit the close button, press the X and it will close. And of course, it automatically launches the Xbox app back in. Now, if the X button doesn't work to close, you can do it touchscreen. And then, of course, you press the Armory Crate button, and it will take you there. Or you can press the Xbox button and physically go to Armory Crate. And obviously, you get your usual. You can see your battery, your Bluetooth button, which is on. Your Wi-Fi say it's on, and the signal, the time, the battery, and the battery percent. But when you go on the Xbox full screen app, you can't see the battery percent. Now there might be a way to change that, I'm not sure. But obviously you've got your general, your calibration, your audio. So if you go to calibration, that's not the one I'm looking for. Configure. Because on the back, it's got, I say, these M1 and M2 buttons. That is where you can set them to what you want, and it's all done in here in gamepad mode. So you've got the update center with all the updates. You can check for updates, but there's none. Then you've got and it says global service, China service, but you need to sign into it. So we won't do it. Here's a campaign. Click to enter. Our expert and orders help center game deals and things like this. You got your back to your settings, and you hit the little control thing, and it shows you a few little things here. You've got obviously the Xbox app, which is there. You've got Steam, which is there. You've got the EA app, which you have to download. You've got Epic Games, which you have to download. Battle.net you have to download. GOG Galaxy you have to download. And Ubisoft Connect you have to download. That's gameplay. It says all games, and it shows you one, which is Supermarket Simulator, and then favourites. And then, obviously, to close it, press that, press the X button, and it closes. Now, obviously, this is a handheld Xbox gaming console, but you can also play PlayStation games on it. You would have to go to desktop mode, download and install the PlayStation Plus app. If you've got PlayStation Plus, sign in, and then you can do the games like that. Now, to exit, to get to desktop mode, you press and hold the Xbox button, and you'll see there it says Windows full screen, Windows desktop. You select Windows desktop, and it will take you to it. However, when you do that, and then you switch to go back to Xbox, it restarts the system. So it's like two separate things in one. So they've built it very cleverly. But I do wish you could just press it and it would switch. But they've sort of put two separate things together. And if we go to it, we go up here. You've got the home button. You press that. And then you've got your view your profile. You can see your subscriptions, Xbox Insider, your settings, support, feedback, peer offline or sign out. Go back. Obviously, you've got your home page. There's the Game Pass. There's your library. I say just a test. There's just two little games there. Now, not that I want Microsoft Solitaire Collection, so to delete it, you press the game, and then you hit the three dots, go down to uninstall, uninstall. And then it brings up a message, join it to yes or no, allow it to continue, or that you press yes, and it's uninstalled. So now there's just the Supermarket Simulator. You go down, you've got your cloud gaming. Like the jump back in, stream to your game and things like this. Then you've got the store, where you can pay and get games and things. And then you've got your notifications, and this notification keeps coming up. It says, this device includes Game Pass Premium Available for eligible accounts only. Redeemed by 10th of the 10th, 2027. So it comes with 3 months worth of Game Pass Premium, but I have the Game Pass Ultimate, so I don't really need it. And obviously you got the last achievements, unlike your 11 achievements. Now you go down another one. Get rid of that, and again, there's your friends lists. There's about your find friends, start but recently played with, send a message. There's your chats, and you can start a party. So I would imagine you can, I don't know, but you can either just talk through it. We're starting a party on this, or you need a headset with a microphone and plugged in. I'm not sure. It's not something I will ever use, but it is there as an option. And then down at the bottom there, got this little button, second from bottom, and that is where you connect to your remote play to connect to your Xbox. And it's loading. And then voila, here's your Xbox. And then you can just hit My Games and Apps. Okay, that bit's not touchscreen. And then any of the games you've got installed, you can play directly from your Xbox console. So it does do all things like that. And obviously, so none of that's touchscreen there. But now you need to press the left hand corner there, and it brings up this little, like 8 little dots. You press it, it brings this menu along. You can press the X button to go to your menu like you normally do on your Xbox. Not sure what that plus and circle does. It just says confirm more options and reset. Okay, you won't ever need that. But it is, the option is there. And of course, you press it again and you've got the 3 dots there, and that's just muted feedback, toggle full screen or disconnect. And that's where you disconnect it and come out of the remote play, and then you're back. But it takes you to the store. So let's go home. Let's go to my library actually. This is a Game Pass game. See in store. Is an Xbox game. Now that's not what I was looking for. So let's go back to the store a moment. There is an example. So if you press it, Ninja Gaiden 4 Standard Edition. Okay. That one's not available. Top paid, let's try that. Here we go. Let's try this Little Nightmares bundle. I can't remember how I did it, or is it in Game Pass? Okay, let's try jump back in. Now if I click on House Flipper 2, there's pay with your code, but there is an option here somewhere and I can't find it now. It shows you how it runs if there's any issues, and it tells you you've got this issue, you've got that issue. It'll run no reported issues, it'll run well, or the text might, or it might say something in the screen. The text on the screen might be a little small, so it might not run 100% smoothly. And do you want to continue anyway? So you continue. But yeah, this is it. Now if we go to let's just go into Supermarket Simulator a moment. It is a basic game. It's a fun little game and it's addictive. It's available on the Game Pass. I will eventually purchase it. It loads in. It doesn't take long to load in. And there it is. Sometimes you'll get a pop-up that says about overwriting the save. So you say, do not do it, press the B button and you get this menu. Then you can press A to load and there's your... or you can press continue and it will load. So see, it's quite loud when you turn the volume right up. There's one of some staff members. Oops. And as you can see, it's quite... just a little supermarket, and it will get bigger, but it's quite responsive. Not had any... Just quit to menu. And then quit again. And it will come out. And then you press and hold the X button. Oh, it's already off, so that's all right. So that is the Xbox, the ROG Xbox Ally, having a little look around. Now, so there is a couple of labels on here that I need to peel off yet, because I do like that little strip. And I've got, as I say, the little Xbox ROG sign on it. And you may have noticed the power cable's in there, because it is still charging. I had it on sleep mode. And it lost a bit of battery. It went down from 100% to 95, so I'm not surprised because it's in sleep mode, but it's now back up to 99%, and it will take quite a while from 99 to get to 100 because it's the biggest part of the battery. So it takes the longest. Yeah, apart from that, as I say, it's, for me, I think it's very responsive. It's quite weighty in size, but it's also quite light. It's a very, very well built system. Very well built, with the 7-inch screen with it. And I say I like the little touch that says ROG Ally down the side in the white there. Now, most people who got one of these have done a video on the ROG Ally X, but they haven't really done it on the ROG... Sorry, they've done it on the ROG Xbox Ally X, but not on the Xbox Ally. And I didn't buy the Ally X, the Xbox Ally X, mainly for 2 reasons. One, because here in the UK, well, 3 reasons. One is the price. It's £799. 2 is the... there's only one place you can get it from, and you can only get it from ASUS Direct. Nowhere else here in the UK seems to sell it. And 3, even though it's a monster of a handheld, it's well built. Do I really need as powerful as that in a handheld? And for me, the answer is no. To me, this is more powerful enough. It's not something I'll use every single day, but I'll certainly use it a lot. And I have an Xbox Series X anyway, which is the most powerful console there is, as we all know. And not only is it so I can get the top most powerful and top quality game in there, but this isn't exactly bad either. It's fantastic, but people say it's more like the Xbox Series S in a handheld, but me personally, I think it's better than that. I really do. And so I'm very, very pleased with it. I can't find any pros or any cons with it at the moment. There's a couple of things I wish it did, which we'll go through in a moment. But as I say, yes, I wish I had the extra storage of the 1 terabyte, which you don't quite get because of the system storage and the operating system and that for it to run. Because at the end of the day, it is a handheld Xbox and it is a handheld PC with having the desktop Windows 11 mode in it. But it's still a fantastic system. You know, even at that, now with the Xbox Ally X, it's a bit more powerful. So it's got more things in it, a few more things in it. It's probably got a bit of better battery. And obviously it's got a bigger hard drive. But I'm okay with that, not having that, you know, and I couldn't justify the extra £300 even if it was available. But that's just it for you. You know, that's just how it is now. Many people have been rushing out getting that because they say, don't you want to play this? Don't you want to play that at 120 frames per second or a bit more in the handheld mode? To me, doesn't bother me. My TV can do 120 frames per second and that. For in a handheld, yes, I will use it if I go for a weekend away or a short break and things, but it'll mainly be used at home and only the times when the Xbox is not on. So I don't really need the power of the Xbox Ally X. So this is more than good enough for me, which is all that matters. But I'm presently surprised it's got the Copilot, the beta version of the Code, because it's only in beta version at the moment. So, but I'm very surprised it's got the Copilot in it. Very surprised. I would have thought it wouldn't have had that in. I thought it was just in the Xbox Ally X, but apparently not. So that's a bonus for me. I will certainly take advantage of that. As I say, I won't ever use the party chat either in it because it's not from. Yes, I'll do a party chat on the Xbox console itself, but on the handheld, I'm not so worried. It probably won't get used, but it's nice to have that feature. Yes, I say I wish I had the extra hard drive space in it, but it's not hard. I won't download tons of games and install them at once. I'll play a couple. Got a couple on there, play a couple. When I'm finished with them, I'll delete them. Because I can soon play them on the Xbox Series X console on the TV. Because it doesn't delete it off of there. It just deletes it off of your Xbox Ally or Xbox Ally X. Unless, of course, you do the remote play, going to the My Games and Apps in the remote play on your console and delete a game from there, then it will delete it from your console. But if you don't touch that, it will still always be there. So I'll play a couple of games. Damn thing. That's annoying me. There we go. I'll play a couple of games on it. And then when I'm finished, I'll uninstall it and delete it. And it'll free up space and you get another couple. But so I won't be one that has tons on there like a lot of people do. So that's why this is more than enough for me. And I think it'll be more than enough for loads of people. Loads of people will great, you know, as I say, here in the UK, the standard Xbox Ally is, which also has obviously fantastic graphics as well, and very good sound and that. It it's for sale for £499, which I purchased. I didn't get this sent from Microsoft to test like some people did, and that, which is a shame. And it wasn't available through Amazon Vine either. Again, which is a shame because I would have got it for free to test and just done a review. But yeah, and then the Xbox Ally X is £799. I know, but I know in America that it's $599 for the Xbox Ally, $999 for the Xbox Ally X. And of course, you've got taxes to pay on top of that. So I think it'll probably be, at a guess, $1,138, $1,139 for the Xbox Ally X. Here we have tax, and it's called VAT, which is value added tax, but it's included in the price, which is 20%. So if you take 20% off of 500, you're looking at about £100 roughly. So it would have cost about $3.99 plus the £100 of the roughly on the tax on the top. Makes it so the price you see is the price you pay here in the UK. And I say the other thing it doesn't have, which I wished it did, but I'm not surprised it doesn't, is it doesn't have a section where you can push a button down and out pops a slot, pops out that you can put an Xbox game disc in. And then yeah, so my charge is back to 100% now, which is good. But as I say, it doesn't have that where you can play the game disc and put a game disc in and just play games anyway. Even though it would probably still install them to the Xbox Ally and LIX. But I think it would have made a fantastic touch, and it would have been the ultimate handheld if they added it. But what you don't miss, what they don't add, you don't miss, all that. So, but it just would have been great to have had. But, so yeah. I would have loved to have them added it, but it's probably a bit ambitious. But again, as we all know, Xbox were creating their own handheld, and we'll never ever know what it looked like or what you could have done on it. Could you have had a spot that opened up that you put a game disc in and play game? We'll never know. Probably not, but you never know. Just bear thinking about that. One day in the future they might do something. I mean, they did it. Only did it with a PSP and then the PS Vita, and they were much smaller systems, obviously much smaller discs, but it shows you it can be done. So I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox come out with that in the future, but they will support this for years with releases. You won't get one of these every year. You will get another handheld in the future, and it will be better than the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X. My guessing it'll probably be called Xbox Ally 2 and Xbox Ally X2. Who knows? But who knows, but I think it would make a fantastic idea, and it would make it the ultimate console. But they haven't done that, so but at least you can connect to your Xbox console via remote play, and you can play all the games you got on there, so you don't actually need to install every game and use them on your handheld. But the trouble with remote play is it always depends on your internet speed. Now we have pretty good internet here, but every so often it will still freeze for a second or two, or a little lag for a second or two. But that's remote play for it. It's the connection. It can do that with the connection as it fluctuates. But on here, it doesn't do it. Obviously, there's no lag. There's no freeze. It is a fantastic system. It really is, and I cannot fault it in any way. I can't find any cons to it at all. The pros, obviously, it's obvious. It's handheld. You can literally play games anywhere. Connects you. The bonus bit is you can download Steam games and say Xbox PC games. You use your Xbox Game Pass, cloud gaming, and the bonus is you can download the PlayStation Plus app and sign in on your PlayStation account if you have one, and play PlayStation games as well through the internet connection. But yeah, so I can't find any cons. I might never. I did have the other ROG Ally, and again, that was built as a Windows 11 handheld PC that had Xbox gaming in for Xbox, and so, again, you could download the PlayStation Plus store, sign in find a game on PlayStation Plus and stream through it and stream it over and play it, you know, so you could play in that as well. But this obviously is a newer version. It is so much better because it's built and designed as a handheld gaming, as a handheld Xbox. That's why it loads into the Xbox user interface, full screen, the Xbox full screen user interface thing for, and the Windows 11 handheld PC, but it's completely separate where you have to change to it on it, and that's probably why when you change back, it restarts your Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X full. But I just think it would have been better if it just switched across, but I can understand how they've done it. Like, it's like they put two separate things in and stuck it together. It's very clever, and it's a fantastic piece of equipment. Definitely really pleased I got it, and I'm sure many are. But anyone, but guys, that is the little hands-on look, feel around and review of the Xbox, of the ROG Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X, or Xbox Ally, sorry, not the Xbox Ally X that most people have done. And obviously, if you don't know what ROG stands for, well, many people don't. It actually stands for Republic of Gamers, and they're actually owned by ASUS. So it's like Microsoft. They own Xbox, but Xbox is a separate arm of Microsoft. So ROG, the Republic of Gamers, ROG, but it's a separate arm of that. So its full name is the ASUS Republic of Gamers Xbox Ally and the ASUS Republic of Gamers Xbox Ally X. But I see why they shortened it to ROG, because it's a bit of a mouthful. In a way, to ASUS ROG Xbox Ally and ASUS ROG Xbox Ally X. But again, they shortened it even further to ROG Xbox Ally and ROG Xbox Ally X, which sounds a bit easier to say. It's not a mouthful, but most people will say is my Xbox Ally or Xbox Ally X. That's what most people will know it as. But yeah, as I say, that is the hands-on review, little hands-on review, little look around, and a review of the ROG Xbox Ally. Now, if you have one of these already, if you're watching this video and you have an Xbox Ally or Xbox Ally X, leave a comment in the comment section with which one you have, and also leave a comment in the comment section with what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and things. And I will always respond to any comments. And if you've got any questions about the ROG Xbox Ally, leave a question or comment in the comment section, and I will always respond. Apart from that, guys, please stay safe out there. If you're out, get home safe. Be nice to each other. I am now off to play some handheld gaming on my ROG Xbox Ally, and we will see you in the next video.